Welcome back to my channel. I hope you are well. This is Monday, the 18th of September. So it is a new week in my book. I have this week and next week, and I will begin my October book. So I'm just kind of skimming through and crossing out the days that passed. I'm doing my gratitude, which is just to like coffee, sleeping in, my family, just things, you know what I mean? And even though some things are repetitive, I like to just kind of mark those down. So that's all the weeks that have passed. I'm not going to do a flip because it is pretty personal in some of those things. So I am doing a lot more personal things on my food log. I had 6 days of keto, and yesterday I messed up and I did I had some candy corn and some cereal. But the crazy thing is I lost weight. So either way, I'm not worried about I am worried about the weight loss, but what I am worried about is my blood sugar. So what that candy corn did to me, I didn't even bother to check it because I was just so ugh. But I'm back on keto again, and that's just kind of how it works. One thing about keto for me is all about blood sugar. I am pre-diabetic. I do not want diabetes, so keto manages my blood sugar. So, yeah. Let's see, what's this? I am doing my morning pages. So I've been writing on my brain dump that I need headers for 5,000 years. I really planned to go to Hobby Lobby or Michael's this past weekend, but it just didn't happen. So what I've been doing is just writing them in. I mean, usually I could just get my brush pens and then just do different colors and write out the headers. But lately I've been pretty, lazy? Not wanting to write them out. So, yeah. So I am doing my morning pages. Obviously, I'm doing a voiceover after the fact because I filmed on my daughter's phone and her phone speaker kind of just has issues sometimes. And then I'm talking to my husband, just doing things in the background. So I'm like, yep, gotta do a voiceover. So I am just drawing out the headers with my Pentel brush pen. My morning pages are a way for me to just write down what is it I'm feeling first thing in the morning. It is a very small little blurb. It is not huge. It's just for me to get in the practice. And I've been doing this for quite some time. So this morning I had to take my daughter a full-fledged bath, which includes her hair, and she's got long hair, and it is a process to wash her hair, and she really hates the water. So I have got to prepare myself, and I always end up getting really super high anxiety and overwhelmed after. So that was the case this morning. So I did my devotion notes, and here I am reading from Jesus Calling. I didn't get to read the whole entire thing, but I will usually keep it right by me and go back. The point is not to copy what it says in there. The point is just to read some and then, act as if God is talking directly to me and sign it. It's kind of like a love note. I've done that for so many years, and it just prepares my heart and it helps me remind that God is real, tangible to me. And so I've read Joyce Meyer, In Touch. I've read, devotions on my Bible app, Jesus Calling, Jesus Always. I just like to read different devotionals. The devotionals are not the Word of God, so I don't take them you got to watch who you read to. So, and that's having a relationship with the Lord to get some kind of discerning spirit there. So I really like to just make room in my planning system, and it also is a flow for me. So it follows the beginnings of my morning, which starts with tracking and so forth, and then my morning and devotion, and then prayers. I just kind of mainly just have that section to just purge my heart, especially from whatever I'm thinking or any kind of worries. Most of the time, those worries are on my family members, and so I pray for peace and comfort and just guidance, and then also wisdom. I pray for them and their relationship with the Lord. And I just kind of do my own thing in my prayer section. It's very, very small. I used to have my prayer section larger, but lately I've been liking to have many, many different sections in my system. So I did take like my SOAP study out and all that. All SOAP study is an acronym for scripture, observation, application, prayer. Many people use different acronyms for different things. It's just to jog your memory and to help you get into the word and help break it apart. So I don't do the SOAP study in here anymore. But it doesn't necessarily mean that in the future months I won't bring it back, because these are monthly books. So what I am doing is kind of putting down my food log. There are medications and vitamins or whatever the case may be that I take before I eat. Usually I will just fast, but because I need to take medication in the morning, I have my bar and my coffee. It just, sets the tone of the morning for me. I really just like the sound of the coffee, the smell of the coffee. I'm very, texture and the hands-on, the hot, all the stuff. And so I really love doing that. And yesterday we spent, a little bit of time of bringing all the fall decor out in our home. So when I came downstairs to make coffee, it was just a vibe. And I was just like, it's just the little things that make you happy, So I am writing down, hey, stay keto, limit your snacks, like some little bit of goals. Later on, I'll probably try to find a little girl, my little rice paper girls. I have to fill up the little box that I keep in this section, but normally those little rice paper girls are in my other room. So I will put a girl down, and it's just to remind me of all the goals that I have. Again, I do keto a lot for my blood sugar, but I do need to lose weight. So I have lost 6 pounds. I have not gained, thank God, even though I had to slip up. And the whole goal is to, after I get some weight off, is to, maintain, and then just, I'm not going to be like completely strict. I'm pretty much a combination of like dirty keto and like, the healthy keto, where you just do meat and veggies and all of the parameters. So I know how it works. I've been on it for quite some time. So I know what I have to do. It's just doing it right, putting in the work. So I am just writing down things of that nature. What I do need to do is this is commonplace, and I'll come back to that later, but I wouldn't say daunting, but it is daunting when I don't do it on Sundays and I do it on a Monday, is bring all of my tasks that I didn't get to really pay attention to last week on my brain dump, and then I bring it all the way to the next week so I can have it at the forefront. Brain dump to me is my comfort zone. It's like a little safety blanket. It's like, okay, throw up on the page of whatever it is you need to do, buy, think, whatever. And then like, it's not about task driven. It's not about put the task down and get it done ASAP. It's about I'm going to remind myself over and over and over again until I get the task done. And if I don't, I'm just going to migrate it, and it's going to go to the next week. So there are a lot of tasks that I'm about to write down that I have not gotten done since probably like the last book. I mean, like, that's just the way it is. That's why it's my brain dump. I've been wanting to buy headers for the longest time. I need to get our car serviced. I need to get my dog a harness. Dyeing my hair. I have my gray, and my husband's like, just rock the gray. I'm like, do. So, there are a lot of things that prompt me, to do things, and so I want to be able to manage my household successfully, myself, my children, our pets, our home. I'm like basically like the momager of this home. And, I also have my own struggles that I deal with on the second by second of the day, daily basis. So I really love having my brain dump section to just kind of like, just whatever. I don't care what it is. I put it down there. And so it's kind of like, deal with it later. So I really love that section. But right here, I'm just trying to find a little sticker, and I wanted to like motivate myself for my food log area. So I literally do not have my glasses on. So I thought I was doing my brain dump section, but I'm still in my food log as it seems. So here is the brain dump section, and as you can see, I'm crossing stuff out. I'm just like putting squiggles on what I didn't use, and I will get a highlighter and just start to highlighting everything that I kind of just didn't do or didn't want to do or didn't call attention to. And this method has really worked for me for quite some time. I will say out of my planning sections of my system, the brain dump and the dailies are so crucial. Like they work hand in hand, because if I fill up, my dailies are memory pages too in some regard. So if I fill up those pages and I don't have enough space, I just go plop it down on my brain dump. There's been times where I had to tip in a paper for my brain dump because the whole sections got filled up. Even though it says Monday through Sunday, that's just like a loose guide. It doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to get all that done in that same day. It's just that's that reserved space for that day. So if I definitely go over, I have tipped in stuff before. So again, my system is very flexible to myself, and it's set up in a way that my brain can follow, and that it's a habit already. So I've been doing them for quite some time. There are plenty of videos on my channel that will showcase my main system. If you go to my About tab, on my main channel, that video talks heavily about my system. I do appreciate everyone that's trying to adopt it. I do appreciate that you are not pawning it off as your own, that you kind of morph it into your own, just loosely use mine as like a guide. All it is me just throwing everything in one book. So if you have certain themes that you do every single time you switch your planners, I would suggest you write those down and then just throw them in a book for a month and see how that works for you. Because I don't know about you, but we planner hop. Obviously, I have planner projects. I have like things that I do to keep myself busy and entertained, because this is my hobby. So, I make sure I have a main system, and then, man, everything else is game. Like I could do whatever the heck I want. I can make rings and strings. I can make all the things. Also, too, if you are in the into this and you like it and you like chatting and you like just interacting and you like just all the things, and you're on the fence of making a YouTube channel, this is who I am talking to. You right now. You make one. Who cares about what people may think? You can do what I do. Just disable all the comments, and you can just throw your content out there for all of us to see, and it'll be great. I guarantee you have so much creativity, so many things that you just want to talk about, want to process, and functionally use. Show us your system. Don't show us your scrapbook of stickers, please. Show us how you have ideas too. Contribute to the community and have fun. And the more the merrier on YouTube. It's great. Look at me. This is the extent of the editing that you will get is a voiceover. Sometimes I do little cool tricks and things, whatever, but that's because I'm feeling, fun. Usually I do not edit. I just kind of go or just place voiceovers or speed up in iMovie. That's because my kids let me know how to use iMovie. If not, y'all would be seeing it. You could go back in my old videos and see those. But anyhow, I just wanted to say that. Make the YouTube, Diana. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Anyhow, so what am I doing here? I'm on my dailies already, and I am just kind of, writing out what I need to do. A lot of, over the weekend, I did focus on decor on my dailies, putting stickers down, just doing stuff like that. Now I'm writing the daunting weather. First of all, let me talk about this weather here. I'm so upset that fall is this week, and it's still going to be in the 90s. And if you know anything about Texas and the humidity, if it's 90 degrees, it's way hotter than that because of the UV and the humidity. It's like we're still in summer. We still are in summer probably until like beginning of November. I don't know. It just doesn't let us live. I'm really hoping that we can get, down to cooler weather faster this year, but I highly doubt it because, That's just how it is. But Texas is good for other things. Cost of living. You can get more bang up for your buck. Just don't come here, okay? From California. Thanks. Bye. No. There's so many coming. And I'm like, wait. I'm kidding. I'm really not. So that is all I'm doing this morning. I am just actually sitting right here enjoying my environment and just kind of doing all the things. And I thought to bring you guys along. I thought to just chat with you and film all this. And, because I don't know if I've filmed in a long time how I do things from when I first start in my week. These videos are kind of, I wouldn't say hard to film, but they're just kind of videos that require a lot of time. And this is just me barely touching the cusp of what I want to do. I try to film so you guys can intimately see what I do on a daily basis, but I also try to keep some things for myself only because I like to watch YouTube in the background, and YouTube is playing. And let's see who we're watching. I was watching the Mochi Cloud. I love her. I love her. Love her. She was talking about how she chooses her planners for 2024. So I love to watch the YouTube in the background. Let's see some of my faves that are on here. Talks from the Heart, Ink and Star Stuff, Linda Loves Creating, Ellie's Books. Oh, I'm on here. Bronte, she's my favorite too. Swanick. Yeah, that's all that came up right here. So there's plenty that I love to watch. Joy to Plan, she is great. Rainbow Holic TV. Some of these, I don't think I'm logged in. Yeah, I don't think I'm logged into my YouTube. Key Lime Inc., love her. A new one that I was watching is Tattooed Teacher Plans. She's pretty cool. Lindsay, it's just Lindsay with a little smiley face. Hers is cool. So anyhow, what I'm doing right here is I am doing my homeschool stuff. I'm trying to print out some things. Actually, I do have to go get it from the printer. I was trying to use Pick Stitch to kind of rearrange how I wanted. I wanted to just bring down a little printable and put it on my weekly for homeschool as just motivation. And what I did print was how to teach a child to read, pre-reading behaviors, learning letters, blending sounds, sight words, word families. She has learned a lot to read from diction on her iPad. She will talk through her microphone on what she wants to say, especially through Roblox or something, and then she sees the words, and that has helped her. I printed out some monthly themes. I think that is cute to put down. I also printed out Best Free Homeschool Curriculum. This printout says Khan Academy, easy peasy. Ambleside, good and the beautiful, old-fashioned education. And then I did a quote. Children are not things to be molded, but people to be unfolded. I think that's what I'm going to put on my area. So that is what you see me doing. I'm just trying to figure out a layout and Pick Stitch. And then I figure out that it's just not going to work. So I just print them full letter size. And I'm just going to cut them and haphazardly either paste them in or use them in a different book or whatever. I do want to make another dashboard. Dashboard meaning a lot of my reminders that I want to do daily with her, a lot of my, a quote, things like that. So I'll probably do a separate video and show you how I'm going to do that. I just get a nice piece of paper and then I have to laminate. I don't have any full lamination sheets, so I might do it in a personal size because I do have some personal size lamination sheets, but I don't know. I'm going to put that down as we speak as a pre-planning project. Is a homeschool dashboard. I also, as another planning project, want to do a traveler's notebook. I don't know what size. I think I said this in another video. I want to do, so we shall see. What I'm writing there is just some ideas and some things that I can change that little Post-it note throughout the week if I want to. And then I'll put the quote at the bottom and just kind of assemble things like that. So yeah, I'm writing right here that I want to do a homeschool dashboard. So again, that's what my brain dump is to remind me to do things. I look at this section probably about 4 or 5 times a day. Like, this is one of the most used sections in my planning system and my dailies. So yeah, I'm just kind of flipping through things, looking to see what I've got going on. But that is it. I really, really love doing these things, but sometimes I really just do not love doing the voiceovers. I feel like sometimes I don't have enough to say. Then I start talking about all kinds of things and I go off in tangents, and then I don't ever like look down at the screen to kind of talk to you guys about what I'm doing. I also have the fan on blast. You see my ruler right there? It's like going crazy. Because like I get so hot. Oh my gosh, I get hot. And so it's like going full-fledged. So if you hear it in the background right now, I think I put it down on 1. In the video, it was on like turbo. So that was another reason I couldn't like leave the audio as it was, because you guys would have heard that. And sorry if you have to hear that in some of my videos, but you know what comes first is me in my menopausal behind. So sorry for ya. I'm just putting on my commonplace book, which I have like a little section in here, and that's just because the way I split up my things. But I actually am liking some commonplace note pages throughout my week. Now that is new, and that is just like something that I just, again, if I account for the pages, I can do virtually whatever I want. I can change my sections monthly if I want, because I already account for pages every week. So anyhow, thanks for watching, my friends. God bless you, and don't forget to subscribe.